What is going on, guys? It is Lally 206 and this is episode 5 of the MyClub series. As you can see, we're picking up from match day 2 in Division 9 because in match day 1 someone decided to reset the wireless router and they didn't know I was playing online at the time, so that actually got disconnected before the match even got going, so that counts as a loss. So I'm effectively having a 9 match season. So this is the first match since the 12,000 MyClub coins had been spent, so there's a lot of debutants on show, including this guy Nzanzu, who nicks the ball high up the pitch and puts one into the box for Benteke. I wouldn't really call that a chance, I would just say that's a good effort on goal, but then from the corner that is a big chance from Nzanzu, who should have scored. And then another debutant here in Henderson does a bit of mindfuckery there, he goes out, then pretends to go in, then comes back out, plays the ball to Tosic, who does the exact same thing, pretends to go in, then comes back out, then goes in, and it's just a bunch of ins and outs, and I'm getting confused saying it, so I can only imagine how the other guy was trying to predict what I was trying to do. But Henderson there with a bit of a lucky effort on goal, because it did end up getting deflected, that nearly helped to get into the back of the net. Then here he got a bit lucky with a bit of a double deflection of my players, but then my keeper did really well to bail me out there. And then I play the ball in through to Benteke, who does a great first touch, the finish lets him down, and then on the follow-up the keeper does amazingly well to keep that one out. And then this is my PES 14 trick kicking in right here. I always try to play my way out, but then you look in the top left corner, you can see there was no added time to be added on, so all I had to do was clear the ball, but no. I always decide to get myself into trouble, and a match I was dominating, cruising, it was almost, I was cruising so much it was like mentally I had the lead, but I just didn't have the lead yet, so that's how much I was cruising. And then it just got worse from there, because from this next moment I just thought I spent 12,000 MyClub coins and then 2-0 after 65 minutes. I thought, how is this guy doing it? But I didn't let that hold me down for much longer, because Barnetta plays a wonderful through ball to Royce, and for some weird reason, I don't know why I played it to Benteke there, because that could have easily gone so wrong, because Benteke was quite under some pressure there. I might have even messed up the pass to Benteke and not had a shot at all. And then I tried doing the same thing here, which I actually did do, but I wanted that first pass to, well, not the first pass, the pass from Benteke to Royce one stride earlier, so that got dangerously close to the keeper there. So I wanted to freshen things up, and immediately that paid off. I got a bit lucky here, I'm not going to deny that, but I did deserve a bit of luck. I should never have lost this match. I never should have got anything less than all 3 points, and that's exactly what I do, and cement them 3 points off here with a lovely little cross into Harnik. Bit of a lucky finish, one of those that are a bit too close to the keeper. Well, the top keepers would save that, the other ones don't know how to react to it, and it just went almost through him, I think. So as you can see, I'm actually skipping 2 matches now, because the first match that I skipped was a great 2-1 win, but the file actually went corrupt, and the second match that I skipped was an actual routine 4-1 win. So I thought there's no point showing that, you'd rather see a big match like this. So you can see me playing against Gotza, Rossi, Bale, he had Koke, Ozil, Gargo, and he even had Dani Alves at right back with Maicon on the bench, and I thought, how on earth are we both at the same team strength level? But I'm never going to shy down from a big challenge, and the first chance of the match, after creating it beautifully for himself by Benteke, he ends up putting it wide. And then I know my finishing isn't the best in PES 2015, but you can't just gift me the ball like that. You are going to get punished. Eventually you'll get punished if you give me the ball stupidly as he did, and that's exactly what Benteke does there as he composes himself to make it 1-0. And I actually got off to a flying start this match, and you know what happens when you get off to a flying start and you don't ever kill the game off. That time there actually with Royce, I tried to compose myself, but I did it way too early and I put him right under pressure, and it wasn't an actual bad effort on goal, but he just didn't get enough power behind it. Then here he gets his first real effort on goal in the first half, and it forces a decent save from our keeper, but as you can see from the half-time stats, he actually had a lot of the ball, but I felt like I controlled the first half. I put him in certain areas of the pitch where I thought it'd be a lot easier to deal with him, and I made chances come for him at a real premium in that first half. But the second half, with the quality of players he had, it was so hard to do that again, because it was like I used so much energy in the first half and my players just couldn't put that same performance in the second half, and that's when he started to take over. He was, I wouldn't say getting chances galore, but he was getting them a lot easier than he would in the first half. And then my keeper comes out there brilliantly, because I didn't bring him out, he came out on his own accord and he made a brilliant save to keep it at 1-0 there. And then this guy, I don't know what he was trying to do here. I think he was trying to round the keeper, but why would you try it from there? I don't know. And then I decided to actually freshen up, because I was getting very little joy going forward, and straight away it nearly paid off. Harnik with his first touch, not enough power behind that shot. If he had slightly more, or maybe he just had a good goalkeeper who could deal with shots that are in his close proximity, but you know, he really should have scored from there. And then Harnik gets 1-on-1 there, and he puts in a fantastic block to keep it at 1-0. And that for him was an important block, because that important block plus all my missed chances in the first half, you know what this leads to. Yep, he snatches a draw right at the end, and I was hanging on, to be honest, in the second half. A draw might have been a fair result. I think it probably was. And you gotta love his team name, Pathetico Madrid. But yeah, that ends, you know, the matches in this episode. So before I do end it, I'm going to show you who I actually pull in this pack. And what I've actually found out now is that you can always find out what kind of ball you got, because it's the moment that you actually pick the ball, you count 6 to the right, and that's what you're going to get. So you're guaranteed the 6th ball from the right. It's a bit weird, but yeah, so kills the joy of actually going for the random ball. But as you can see, I get a 66 striker whose pace in centre forward is 30-fucking-8. I know he's only 66, but why on earth do I always have to have the worst of the actual lot? So I don't get one that's weak but fast. No, I get one that's slightly physical but slow as shit in the most lethal part of the pitch, where you need to be lethal. He's never going to get in the game for me, not even against the computer anyway. So guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys.